I'm an Inquisitor of the Imperium, and I seek the truth in the darkness of the Caligari sector. I understand the significance of knowledge as a former adept of the Cult Mechanicus, the Keepers of Technology. Although I have followed my true calling and did not become a tech priest, I haven't abandoned their approach. I hunt for secrets and rip them from the galaxy if I must. My most important investigation is drawing to a close. I have dedicated years to finding the technological marvels of Uther Tiberius. That legendary Inquisitor was excommunicated millennia ago, but he is still remembered in the sector as a visionary and a madman. For a long time, I have been stumbling in the dark, but my relentless data hunt has thrown up some promising leads. I have sent out my most loyal retainers to investigate. Their assignment was to locate an ancient research facility. That is a low-risk task. I will be heading down to the planet. The mission evidently requires my personal involvement.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't require your personal involvement. But I do know that the Tech Adept has different missions from the other one, so we might be playing through this twice. We'll see if it overlaps at all at certain points. Although I think the music is getting a little loud. I have it toned down a lot. And I probably won't skip a lot of the cinematics simply because I'm curious.
Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovessels. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis on account of a previous Tyranid infestation. The entire world is under standard Imperial quarantine. But my Inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cult Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
Alienation? I don't... that sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. So we've got new tutorials for movement. Whee! Okay. So we gotta press select for them. Use the left stick for that. Sweet. And yeah, there we go. And I have to wait for it to actually let me continue. Then you have the rotation with the right key. And then we have Data Flux, which is all character classes in the game have a special resource used to activate unique abilities. Tech Adept Inquisitors use Data Flux points to create battle constructs, gun turrets, blah, blah, blah. And then we have Ancient Knowledge, which is our thing to actually, explore here. Which we have a really slow kind of go thing on. What is that command thing there? Also command your constructs to move to a position with the left stick. An indicator will appear and you can order the constructs to move there. Okay, so I have to just press it down and tilt. Okay. Do I have any more? Okay, no, it doesn't appear I have any more. Okay. It's made by Housemark? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard balancing the audio exactly how I want. I am going to pop in here, hop into the audio. Turn that down to about 25, sound effects down to about 40. That about to 33, there we go. Hopefully that's good. Good credit enough studio. Okay. I might have to check it out. If you recommend it as an other in the poll that we did recently, that would make it easier for me to find again. Oh, Returnal? I'm kind of hit or miss on Returnal. There's things I like about Returnal, but at the same time, there's things I really don't like how long and how... Game's supposed to be hard, so it has to stay hard kind of mentality they had towards the development of it. Okay, so right button is injection. A is single shot. That is our blaze shot. That summons some little dudes. That probably summons... Oh, that's a turret. Okay. Okay, so that summons more little dudes. That is reload. I'm just getting my controls in check.
Warning. Hostile bioforms detected.
There we go.
Finally,
I don't even really
I've
have to
been
worry about
waiting
them too much.
engage tyranid
Hey, Riz, how's
organisms
it
for a
going?
long
Yes,
time.
blind.
Affirmation required.
Essentially blind.
Are you sure you want to proceed
I've played this
without
part
backup?
before, but
Positive.
that's because I've played the first about hour and a half of the Technomancer one. It's made by them. It's a quality game. It's just they have a very much you must play it my way or you don't play my game kind of thing going on. And it's not the worst thing ever, but oh, left button. Oh, it's cover. Okay. But yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just one of those things where it's like I should probably pay attention to what I'm fighting just a little bit. But it's one of those things where I'm trying to remember the other game. Rogue Tower kind of did the same thing.
Mission logs.
Pending. Proceed.
I've observed unusual levels of Xenos activity.
You are
Oh,
approaching
I
the
meant to
location
actually
of the
listen to
last
that.
transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your bio-vassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters.
Okay, let's see. You're doing good. Figured you'd stop by while you try to figure out what you want to do next. You want to play... Trying to think of some... You want to play Nox, is what you want to play. Although that's a pain in the butt to get running properly. I certainly see that from some people. Yeah,
Operator,
I have to be in the
discovered
mood for that kind
remnants
of
my
stuff, but
expedition.
maybe their
My
new
retinue
game
perished
isn't that
while
way.
locating the entrance
I
to
tend
a
not to
high-security
try and
research
hold it
center that must hold
too much
key
against
to my
them.
investigation. The quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment.
Are they just
This
destroying
mission
random
would have
things? I
warranted
think
a
they are.
larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment.
Could the sanctum you seek even be here?
I need more data to answer the question.
Can I pick that up? What is this? Oh, it's a grenade. Resupply, I think. Nope, it's not even the resupply of that. Okay. I'm not sure what it's a resupply of. But we can drop mines, so I'm fine with this. But anyhoozle, hopefully everyone's having just an enjoyable day finding good games. Nox is something you've already done, but have you done it? No deaths. Actually, I'm surprised you haven't started the run of you-know-what. Got Solstice planned, but not sure you feel like that kind of game? Ah. Yeah, Nox is a great game. That is a game that we will be doing as part of the playing all the action RPGs kind of situation. I am just sad that EA basically murdered Westwood. It's always unfortunate whenever that happened to, like, really good companies. Maxis was kind of treated the same way. They were basically bought and then completely disassembled. No disassemble number 5.
I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition.
And that is the end of our first mission. Sweet. Hey, George. Hey, Derek. Hey, Jinx. Okay. We've got medals. I'm using this on controller, so it's going to take me a little while to get used to things. So we got Plasma Caliber Beta. Cool. So I think we go with inventory, I think. Okay, so we have things in here. Main implant is going to be, let's see, compare is Y. This gives us less max HP, but it's better. So let's go ahead and equip that. I think it's A, yeah. Then we have warp resistance. Okay, so can we actually... see, which one of these is better? That? And I don't have access to a shop yet. Was that a short circuit reference? Yes. I am old. So a lot of my references are from movies in the 80s and 90s. Westwood made Command and Conquer, if you remember correctly. Yes, they did. I really liked that series, was into RTS as a kid. I am bad at it now. I actually have the remaster. And yes, this is an action RPG. This is isometric Warhammer. The real-time captions, they're real-time for you. I actually have the stream delayed slightly so that they'll actually work, because I have to put it on normal latency, which means I can't reply right away. It's going to take a few seconds for it to actually kind of kick through. But hopefully it's not too long of a delay. So as far as what we want to do, I want offensive constructs, I think. Although movement would be very welcome. But I think... Let's go offensive on the constructs. We have a choice of Suppression Protocol. That's pretty much only thing we can select. And there's melee and ranged bonuses. Okay, but we'll go constructs. And then we'll kind of deviate off of there. And I think we're going to be going summons, movement, and possibly support, if I had to choose. Doesn't seem delayed at all. Well, that's good. Okay, and character sheet. I think we have stats too, don't we? Second perk slot unlocked then. Flag rate get +1. I don't think any of these are things that we want to really mess with. What else do we have? We have new notifications. Unspent attribute point. There we go. So we can go into attributes. That's going to be critical hit chance. That's going to be energy shield per data flux spend. Cooldown reduction for tech adept. And I think we're going to go with mind link. So we'll go with that. And then we have active missions and season of echelon. Ancient knowledge. We'll just go for this. Difficulty 2. Okay. Oh, we can actually change the difficulty. Normal or easy. I think we're going to go for normal. Just because we're not really encountering too many problems yet. But yeah. It's just going to be a chill stream. We're trying to find the best action RPG. I mean, we know it's Diablo 2, but that's just because the itemization in it.
The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Okay, so they should give us the coordinates. But yeah, I'm gonna be relaxing today and pressing right trigger a lot. For some reason, playing on a controller makes me less hyperactive on commentary. I don't know why. So, is Path of Exile any good? You haven't tried it?
Deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction.
My stance on Path of Exile,
astonishing.
after it
According to
finishes the
records,
dialogue.
The Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground.
Okay, now that they've stopped talking quite so much. As far as Path of Exile goes, my opinion of it is it's a good game at its core, but it's got a lot of bloat, and it's got a lot of post-game, and it's got a lot of elitism surrounding it, where if you don't put in 5,000 hours, people think you're not able to have an opinion on it. I have like 500 hours, but yeah. It's one of those kind of weird things that a lot of elitism surrounding it. So be aware of that before going in. But it is a decent game. The actual gameplay is pretty solid until you get around to, I want to say, probably Act 5, and there's 10 acts.
Repentance is redundant.
But For the most part, I would say
This
the
is a
gameplay
vast
is
facility.
fine.
Leaving resource of such
Once you get too
magnitude
far
on a
into it, it's going
quarantine planet is
I'm going to
uncommon
turn
for
the
Adeptus
commentary down on this. I'm actually going to turn the music up. Actually, not thinking the speech is as important as I thought it was going to be at first. Sound effects are fine. We're turning the music back up.
Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to my
Purge the
recent
Xenos and have fun.
observations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule
Yeah,
requested
Path of
permission
Exile
for
is
reclamation
100% a
expeditions
massive time
several
dump.
times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
Subtitles? There are subtitles. And also, there's subtitles on the stream as well. At least they should be automated. Because I have it set to do automatic English subtitles. I don't know if it would do other languages, but... as I face tank things. But yeah, that makes you not want to play it. Yeah, it's an investment. If you want a free-to-play game that, of course, is going to incentivize you to pay money to get extra slots, which, I mean, I can't blame them for that. Although they are getting a bit excessive with it by having 20 million different types of currency each season. I mean, whenever they talk in-game, there are subtitles as well. It should pop up, like, right below where my character is. See if we can get to another talkie part. Let's see. Well, we don't have any dialogue going on right now, so it's going to be a thing. Here we go.
Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid life forms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral. Steel abides longer than flesh.
I feel that one, Derek. I'm mostly looking for more fun games. I don't know if I'm going to go like super deep analysis on D4 whenever it comes out. I might just go for like, this build is fun. You should try it. kind of situations. That and having to farm up an MMO level of gear is a massive time investment. And that's going to be what it is. I can already tell you right now that's what's going to be. Let's go ahead and drop out a turret as well. Yeah, the music is really inconsistent on its volume.
Inquisitor, permission to log.
Like right now it's super quiet.
The risk assessment for your
But whenever we get into the little like epic music battle kind of thing going on, it's a lot louder.
You are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning, your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not looking for like mastery in a lot of these games. I'm looking to see if they're good. Can I go through? Nope. Can I reload? Nope, I can't even shoot him through it. Well, damn. I can do. Can I? Nope. They just can press their faces against the laser wall and hope for the best. But yeah, this first little part I've actually played before. I don't want to like talk over too much of it, but This part is we're basically setting up the whole thing. Try Dead Cells? Dead Cells is a great game. Most revered Tiberius, the prototype is complete. My Xenorite brothers and sisters initiated the upload rites and consecrated the remaining flesh casing for transportation. Subject has already manifested briefly in the control circuits. The code psalms and the theological patterns you provided to our sanctum led to a major breakthrough. Your servants will deliver the prototype to the martyr, while we respectively dispose of the remains of subjects number 1.1 and through number 42.3, and purge the relevant digital research tomes. Praise the omnissiah.
Clue has been.
I don't know if I'm going to read all those, but that's one.
This sanctum belonged to the Xenorite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with him on this one. See, this is Sleep Run World Record 100%. And a nap does sound good, but I want to stream first. Okay, what do we have here? Some kind of terminal that has, I guess, a connection with those other things?
The sacred mechanism now.
What does the sacred mechanism do? Oh, it brings us turrets.
Warning.
Well, let's go ahead and drop more
Imperial
turrets.
Sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution.
Hey,
advised.
thank you for the super
It
chat,
was
Derek.
innate
I
warning,
appreciate it.
operator. The source is a zoanthrope.
I am glad the content is enjoyable.
To and manipulate the unholy powers of the warp. An aberrant but dangerous opponent.
Let's go ahead and summon up some friends. Let's get out some mines. I think they're stun mines, but I'm not sure. Where's the big boy? There's the big boy. Tyranid Harbinger. Okay, let's drop out friend. Drop out mines. And we got him. Bro, our Vox pleas for assistance to Thule have remained unanswered. The Sanctum has evidently been reclassified as a wasteful facility, and we have been left to our own devices to face the new Tyranid infestation on Cobalt. To preserve our sacred research, I will close down the data vaults and initiate the area wards for all constructs possessing machine spirits. Executive Psalm 54.4, initiate combat protocols, die fighting for our sacred knowledge. Cool.
Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable.
We're talking to that little green thing in the top right corner, by the way. But yes, we are essentially
Incoming Vox message. How?
talking to our own
Logical
kind of
explanation.
computer, if you will.
The Sanctum has been defunct.
But
for
I do like that
centuries.
we're standing on a spider
Because of the
platform, so
trouble
yes,
question,
we are.
operator.
We are literally talking to ourselves. Oh, we've got a new clue for ancient knowledge. Although it looks like we've got explore the ancient vault. Okay. I'm not going to find everything, I don't think, but it'll be fine. Let's go get this incoming message that's coming from somewhere else.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
That is our mission done. And yes, Machine Spirits. This gives you flashbacks to the massive amount of time you spent on Dawn of War, which I think is a game I want to play through as well. I've played a bit of them, but I don't remember anything about it because it's been years. It was Soulstorm where there was a Tyrannid mod. That wouldn't surprise me in the least. Machine Spirit, please, Warhammer 40k has no computers? Correct. Now let's just double check. Okay, I think that's everything for that one. So it's good. Do we have a cinematic is the question. Or did I just crash the game? I did not. This game is not exactly super stable, even though it's been out for several years. So just as a heads up, if we crash, we're coming back. It's a given. Okay, we got a Radium Carbine Alpha, which I don't know what that is. We got experience. We got a perk, which is I need to add damage over time effect 1,000 times for that. Groovy, and we blow up 50 explodable things. So what did that give us? Probably nothing. We do have one more passive skill point to mess with. We got heat attacks, single DPS, range combat, support. I think we've unlocked things for other characters. How old is this game? 2018, I believe. If memory serves. Like 2018 and 2019. So it's got 4 or 5 years on it. This particular one, which is Prophecy, has... I think it's the 2019. So now we have range damage bonus on constructs. We can actually go up towards that as well. But I think we definitely want to get our constructs stronger. Okay, so we need to go to Forge World Thule. I think this is where we started on our, like, proper mission.
Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari sector from the Immaterium. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship. I am the fabricator general of a forge world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
Game is crashed, by the way. So we might be missing out on this dialogue. It literally has the pop-up that says it crashed. All right, there, yeah. Oh, is it going to actually... Nope. It has, like, it's full-on locked. No! Yeah, I have to hard stop it and come right back. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's a stable game, I swear. Yeah, it's 2018, 2019. But yeah, Darksiders Genesis is another one that's on the short list. I've played a few hours of that too. It's a good game. It's a little bit more puzzly than a lot of other action RPGs. Like, there's platforming and you have to find hidden objects and stuff like that. But yeah, we get to miss out on that bit of story because it crashed. Lovely. See, but the Mechanicus' player character came later on the add-on. Yeah. I think it became a thing that they were going to pursue after they saw the popularity of Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Like the actual, like, turn-based one. And they kind of went, ooh, I want that. That or they heard about it being in development or something. You really want to like this. Okay, you really like this game, but there's one thing that bugs you and keeps you from ranking it higher: the map variety. There just isn't enough to keep it interesting for you for extended play. I can feel that. I have a feeling it's going to be exactly the same as what we've seen already forever. You know the devs can make much more varied work and interesting environments, too. They did Van Helsing Final Cut. Okay. Crash after only 30 minutes isn't a great sign. Oh, you should see the graphical glitches. There's a reason I'm playing the Tech Adept. It has the least graphical glitches of the entire bunch. The Assassin has, like, weird things with her hair where, like, it can't decide where they're located. So it'll just have, like, these streaks. I have played Vampire Survivor itself, and I've tried a couple others, but I haven't tried a ton of them. I tend to leave that one to Wanderbots.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough. Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed recalibration obsolete. Environment unsafe due to several millennia spent in the war.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable.
Okay, so this isn't too bad. I don't know if they're across the board or not. I don't have this on any other platforms to test. But it is 100% a known glitchy game. Unfortunately. Can we actually destroy that? We can. I don't know what they're shooting at. They're shooting at something in the corner over there. But yeah, it is unfortunately a known glitchy game, which is not always a good thing, but it's supposed to be still a game that's worth playing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it on the list. But as far as Vampire Survivors, yes. I have played the original, but I haven't played any of the Uthars. Except for, like, a couple that were kind of like hybrids. Okay, so that's a dead end. Is there anything in there? Negatory. But I do like the universe, so I will be tending to give more games of this a chance.
I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings.
Oh no, we need to find a cogitator. What is our special ability? I guess that was a thing. I don't know what we just did, but it was a thing. So do we just keep going right? Will it actually let us? No. We can't get through that door. We need to find another way up there. Oh, I see. I see where it wants me to go. Hit that.
To placate this ancient machine.
My minions will protect me.
Probably hostile.
Oh no, they're probably hostile. Well, we've probably got guns protecting us. There's more guns protecting us. So I'm guessing cogitator is term for console.
Wretched creatures. They must be the descendants of the original. Another chaos ambush. This cannot be a coincidence.
And if I remember correctly, the normal campaign, you actually are aboard the martyr whenever you start it.
Activation sounds initialized.
It's like your first encounter.
The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. Clever anti-intruder system.
Ah, but is it a normal machine?
The
Spirit.
might of the Emperor will prevail.
Intruder, the rituals you are initiating are redundant. We are accessing your noospheric implants to converse with you.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the machine spirit of the martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Ordos and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettably, we must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the Martyr. Summary: leave immediately or risk the consequences.
As far as the other 40Ks I've played, the other like actual game, like video games, there's Dawn of War, Mechanicus. I have not played the Chaos Gate, but I know of it.
Something else. I've analyzed the Noospheric stream, and I'm certain of it.
Speculation. It could be the tech relic you seek.
A unique machine spirit with enhanced cognitive functions is a treasure that could make all the risks worthwhile.
Warning. If it doesn't terminate you first.
In other words, this is a great prize if it doesn't kill you. Play this on PC. I haven't noticed many glitches, bugs, or crashes. It's not a frequent crasher for me, but it does crash more than like Diablo and stuff like that. It's like slightly unstable, but the graphical glitches are the major thing that kind of like is a warning sign for me.
Shifting through corrupted diagnostic confessions now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe on the Martyr before the ship entered the warp for the last time. There are references to a rebellion among the crew members and major experiments going wrong.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated Inquisitor who notoriously dabbled in forbidden research, which is also the reason I'm here.
Interesting.
The several millennia in the warp wrought havoc to this once blessed.
It's going to
monster.
reload.
It must be cleansed.
It must all be cleansed. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that it doesn't have a lot of crashes. That means that maybe that's going to be our only major crash, and that wasn't even a major crash. That was just, oh, game decided it didn't want to work for a minute. But I can't. It does seem that the
Leave the Martyr immediately.
No, I will not leave.
I need to perform the override.
But hopefully that's just going to be the only
network.
in-stream
Otherwise,
issue
these
we
doors
have.
will remain closed.
But I'm trying to think what other Warhammer 40k games I've played, because I have several. I really enjoyed Mechanicus the bit I played of it. I haven't beaten it, but it is on my list of games that I enjoyed, that I got kind of press keys for and covered over on the Twitch. Well, we don't need medical supplies, but we'll open it anyway. Do we have any, like, ammo supplies? Can't get through there. Because I'm currently... Oh, I have one stun bomb. Which is not enough. Probably shouldn't be using them willy-nilly like I have been. Okay, so we got past that. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just a skull. Okay. Like, what the hell? The hell are you? But yeah, this is not really that hectic of a game currently. I have a feeling it will get to it eventually, but this is like the starting acts. This is when you're first like figuring out whether it's going to be murdering your face or not. Fabricator Locum Ixion. As Grand Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos, I would prefer direct communication with the Fabricator General. I'm well aware of the recent events on Holy Terra, but certain formalities should be respected, even in such turbulent times. On the more pressing matters, your test results have been confirmed. The apotheosis unit proved to be functional and stable. The flaws of the early prototypes have been resolved. The conditioning of the final subject is in progress. I hope the calculations of your tech priest were correct. The fusion of machine spirit and human essence is a miracle to behold, and even the upstart, self-righteous fools like Sebastian Thor must accept the wisdom of our ways. Still, this technological marvel still requires testing, and it is quite crude in many aspects. Therefore, I expect you to continue the experiments on Cobalt and I deleted the... Oh, yeah, it says I deleted. For some reason, I read that as delted. I deleted the relevant logs and references from the Inquisitorial archives. The research vault is safe from my brothers and sisters. I must withdraw until the flames of this pointless civil war are extinguished. I will contact you when the time is right. Any attempt to locate the martyr will be judged as an act of treason. Note, I am grateful for the idea to use a pariah as the apotheosis subject. This will grant an extra layer of protection against the ruinous powers.
This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing deck blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions.
Yay, answers to our questions. And let's see. Mechanicus might be your favorite. It's definitely up there for me, too. It's a good game, and knowing the scope of your game is one of the most important things whenever you are developing a game. It's kind of like knowing the scope of, like, any project you're going to be doing, really. And let's see, Space Marine, and you can't recall for the life of you for the life of you the name of the other strategy title. There's a few strategy titles.
Anomaly detected in the vicinity of the martyr.
There's actually a strategy title based around
Splendid. Keep me
the
updated.
ships. There's also one that's kind of like almost an XCOM kind of Marine one, as opposed to... I'm going to just do normal shots. We get that to drop on you? No. I don't think I can target that thing. I don't know what they are. They're skulls of some
The
sort.
machine spirit has changed tactics.
Dilemma. You are facing properly blessed Mechanicus constructs.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god.
Pray that we're destroying sacred relics. The XCOM one is Chaos Gate? No, that's the newer one. I'm talking about one that looks more like a mobile title. It came out, I want to say 2016 or 2015. Whenever Games Workshop was like really just flooding the market with stuff. I just can't remember the name of it right now. But it's an older one. Chaos Gate was more recent.
Logically, must be another attempt to hinder my progress.
Gladius? That could be it. I like how they just all get hung up on our little minions down there. And they're just tanky as all get out. Oh, we've got to punch our way through. There we go. Can I access it? Thank you. Okay, so as far as our character goes, I think can we actually go to our inventory? Yes, we can. Do we have any better gear? I mean, this is just straight better. And that is straight better than that. Raiment is, I think, better than the one we have as well. Neural implant is better. And I think we will just go ahead and just throw on whatever we can of these. I'm I'm just double checking if there's like better things for me to equip. I don't know what's going to be the... Okay, damage bonus when surrounded for constructs. Yeah, sure. And then we have damage bonus, heat damage bonus for constructs. So we'll throw that on the Y. And I think that's going to be... We'll go for the increased base damage. And we'll do it on X. Oh wait, that's even better. Sure.
The chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields.
I think Space Hulk is the one I was thinking of.
I can teleport in.
There's also Space Wolf. Yeah, there's a metric ton of bloody
blessed defensive mechanisms.
Warhammer games, unfortunately. Not all of them are good, because they were all just done by different studios.
Generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarium platform.
Let's grab some supplies over here while they are doing their fighting. But yeah, it's one of those things where I don't know whether I prefer it whenever they're like completely...
A Nurgle cruiser is approaching the Martyr and has launched several boarding vessels.
I need to return to the ship.
Negative. Strong Empyrean distortion fields detected. Chance of successful return is estimated low.
Understood. Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to breach the Chaos Cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, operator. Strike down the enemies of mankind.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion. For the Emperor.
Yeah, they stopped with the rarely won high quality title and went with just dump everything. They've kind of reined it back in a bit. I think for a few years there, they were a little too liberal with the IP, but still, because they were just letting anyone willing to license it. But they've kind of been a little bit more picky now, which is a good thing. So I think we get out of here by hopping on here and moving to the next stage.
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now.
But I do like the fact that they're getting more games out there for the universe. Battle Sector is a newish one that's pretty good too. You control an army instead of a single squad. It's turn-based, which you always prefer over real-time. Yes. Same here. It lets me relax more. So we got digital weapons, logic point, and a passive skill point. We unlocked item voltaic axe beta, I guess, and another passive skill point. So unspent skill points will be going into construct offense. Let's see. I don't know what kind of actual constructs I have, so I'm going to stick with just more damage. Give them some life drain, give them some shield drain. But yeah, what kind of constructs do we have? Wish I could actually like look at my skills. Ooh, range two-handed overheat. You know what? We'll try that for a while. I think that changes our skills though. I could be wrong. I'm trying to figure out where our... Is it in here? There we go. No, that just shows our other stuff. So we're going to just have summons for now. That's one thing that this game does not do super well is give you information when you're using a controller. With mouse and keyboard, it's a little bit more straightforward for the menus, but the gameplay is way worse on mouse and keyboard. I tried for a little bit. It didn't work out.
Your wish has been finally fulfilled, Operator. The glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I'm stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again.
Battle Sector is the one with the Blood Angels? I believe so. It looks great. Currently, you're suffering from a broken PC. No! Well, hopefully it's nothing too severe. Hopefully it's just like a gremlin of something kind of not being attached for a moment. Let's go ahead and summon some friends. Well, hopefully it's a quick fix and everything's fine. But that's never the way it goes, unfortunately, I don't think. Okay, Mystery of the Martyr has like 6 clues. It's fine. Let's see, A is just rapid fire stuff. Yeah, it is.
That sounded like a distorted Vox message. Either someone is trying to communicate with me, or my Vox receiver is picking up static interference.
Total loss of an SSD. Ugh. That would actually be somewhat catastrophic in some cases. Hopefully you have backups of anything important on there. Oh yeah, this is one that will cause damage whenever it maxes out, I think. I do like the fire rate of this one a bit more, though. It's a little bit more satisfying. Even though I have to watch it a little bit closer. Otherwise, I get murdered. Okay. For the most part, I am going to be skipping some side stuff.
The Corpse Emperor has unleashed his...
The Martyr has already been tainted by the filth of Nurgle, and these traitor Marines are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme prejudice.
It really counts. You cannot select or change your summons until you level up more. You do it via the bridge of the ship, much like buying, selling, upgrading. Okay. So it's basically, we have to go through a little bit more than the other classes to get to our more interesting, fun stuff. Okay. Because I did not get that far on the techno guy before whenever we did the things for... Murder him. Whenever we did the things for Game Sampler. Most of my stuff on Game Sampler was just focusing on getting that first bit of gameplay done. Ah, save games being lost. That sucks. Can I actually interact with that? Or is this how I interact with it here?
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
So now we have turrets. Nice. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you'd be losing your save games, though.
Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
That can be rough. Oh, our poor little thing died. Drop those in there. We will drop some mines over there. As we get a bunch of poison crap on us. Nurgle Harbinger needs to die. Nurgles and their poisony stuff can suck it. I don't ever do well with poison. They can definitely be frustrating.
Target eliminated.
Wait a minute. What are you? You wouldn't happen to know whether Diablo 2 Resurrected saves single players online? They do not. Unfortunately. Only thing it saves online are your multiplayer ones. That said, they might still be recoverable. Depends on what on the SSD died.
With the machine spirit of the martyr.
And whether you want to spend the money to
Access to your
kind of
implants.
grab them off of there.
Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Enload the coordinates.
Inload. Hey, Bob. How's it going? Unfortunately, the name Bob has been ruined for me for a little bit because I've been playing Viscera Detail for the aforementioned game sampler channel. But yeah, Bob's
Inquisitor,
a
we
thing.
have returned to the coordinates of the martyr. I'm afraid there have been some troubling developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption, but the Vox stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably scrambling their communications. Anything to add, Machine Spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the martyr.
This would be the other Inquisitors.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
Not another wave. Ow, can I move? Thank you. Oh no, we overheated. No, I need to heal. Oh, goodness gracious. I shouldn't be so liberal with my uses of the healing items, but at the same time, we got more just right up here.
Their language. 99.2% of the Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum. You realize it leaves a much easier task. Kill that prophet. And get to the chamber. For the Emperor.
I've tried everything to establish connection with my fellow Inquisitor, but due to the ever-increasing warp fluctuations, I can only hear fragments of their conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on this ship.
Goodness gracious. This is a little bit harder than I remember it being. Die, Harbinger, please. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I remember this being like super easy whenever I first tried it. So now it's actually being, you know, somewhat challenging and dealing damage to
I'm
me.
attempting to placate this ancient machine.
So we need to placate both of the ancient machines.
Activation sounds initialized.
Okay, I think this is where we defend it. Yeah. This was as far as I got in the little test run.
You have reached.
Hopefully
the
you're doing all right,
Apotheosis
Bob.
Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Utherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation.
Okay, so we got something to deploy a minefield. We drop that one. Drop that. They do seem to discharge after a while, which is kind of crappy. Okay, let's drop out more friends. I forget how to actually drop the other thing there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please, come on. Turrets, do your thing. Am I planning to do more RPG games after this? Yes. We'll beat this one, then we'll probably be doing... I would have to say most likely... Go ahead and... Boop. Can I move? Please? Thank you. We'll grab this, deploy a minefield. Over here. There we go. But yeah, I plan on covering both action RPGs as well as kind of more turn-based stuff as well. Because RPGs in general are kind of my bread and butter. And enjoying more of them would be 100% in my wheelhouse. In my bailiwick. Interests you because you've been trying some other games. You feel burned out on D2 the other day for the first time in a while. I can understand that one entirely. That's one reason why I generally restrict myself to playing it only like a few hours at a time. Otherwise, I will completely burn out on it. It's true of any game, though. Where's the last of this wave? Repair the turrets. There's that one repaired.
Warning. Another wave of hostiles inbound.
Oh, I can't repair that one again. No. Let's go ahead and grab some more friends. Another deployable turret? Sure. Okay, repair that one and it should be good. There we go. And yeah, for the most part, I think we want to just be hiding behind things. Just because it's going to make more sense to do that. Let them take all the brunt of the attack for us so we don't have to be using all our healing items until something big shows up. Let's see. Drop you there. Okay, enemies left wave 3. Do I come up here and talk to you or something? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Nope. It's just flashing because that's what I'm defending. Kind of expected them to be a little bit more quick to come after me. But as it stands, I think we're fine. And I think we are almost there. Chamber is completely undamaged. And I'm noticing that either it's not showing me that it's hitting them or... Nope, we just lost a little friend, unfortunately. Okay, now we need to commune. Okay, claim the pattern of the apotheosis, which is over here. I can actually get over there.
Pit feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius.
Oh, we get to choose which way we go. I'm going radical.
This miraculous union needs to be studied and replicated.
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amount of warp energy in the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Gela shields on this subdeck have been compromised. Therefore, there is a 99.7% chance of your instant termination.
In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I command you to stop this protocol.
The Eutherian Theorem must be protected at all costs. This task cannot be overridden. You must leave immediately.
Reminder, I don't have a ship.
Your objection is stale. We have already transferred the coordinates to the teleportarium of the Inquisitorial ship. You may find your answers there.
Okay, so now we've got to escape the Martyr. Question is, what direction do we go? But yeah, as far as games, are you looking for a game that's kind of like Diablo 2, or are you just looking for a game that's good? Because I can give some recommendations on both fronts. I mean, you have, of course, Torchlight for Diablo substitutes, which are very much like them. You have Ascend, which is kind of a sci-fi, more of a twin-stick shooter than necessarily an action RPG, but it has some of the stuff that will seem familiar if you're interested in action RPGs. You have non-action RPGs, things like Monster Sanctuary. Oh god, Chained Echoes is pretty good. I think it's overhyped, but it's pretty good. But yeah, there's a lot of decent games out there. If you're looking for something more high-end...
Log entry. I'm placing a grade campaign material burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects.
And we teleport away. As I get phlegmy in my throat for some reason. And it's going away. I don't know if there's supposed to be dialogue or something here and we're not getting it, but it's going through the warp gate and we got away. We survived. Yes. So how are we going to locate it again? With the burst transmitter, I guess? Maybe. Digital apotheosis. I have found the Martyr and discovered the tech relics. We got to level up, which means I think more passive. Yeah, more passive skill points. We got benedictions of omniscience, holy canticles for enhancing the defensive capabilities of machine servants, and stun grenade. Got another skill tree unlocked. Another passive skill point. So we got 2 of them again. Getting things unlocked, I guess. So you used to play Red Dead Redemption. That was fun. You think you enjoy things, the skill tree in Diablo 2? Ah. And you're optimistic about Owlcat's upcoming Rogue Trader CRPG. They handled Pathfinder well, and a true Warhammer 40k RPG is something you've wanted. Yeah? It would be really nice. There's a lot of games I'd like to see really good CRPGs in. The Battletech Mech Warrior universe is another one. Because you could have both human and mech aspects to the kind of aspects of it. And you could even have space travel. The potential would be massive, especially for expansions. Okay, construct offense. Let's go for life drain. And range damage. Getting all the pew-pews. And as far as our gear, I think we're getting a little full, aren't we? Yes. Okay, do I want to equip anything? I mean, I'm just putting stuff on that says it's higher quality. I'm not looking at the stats just yet, because we've got so much fluff on us. Let's see. That's just higher quality. Go back to that, even though it's the other type of weapon. It's ammo rather than overheating. That looks like it's going to be better than... Why does that say it's better than the Artificer Signum? Okay. Base damage for consorts. I mean, it's better for what we're going to be using it for, so we'll go with that. Can we actually throw stuff away? Oh, we have 4 inventory slots. No, we're not running out. Okay. On to our next mission. We'll just keep doing missions until we hit the, 2 hour some odd mark. Then I'll have to get up and stretch. If I'm going to do a longer stream, I'll do the intermission screen while I'm doing my stretches and stuff. I do need to go get a new drink as well. Because for some reason... The air, it is fighting me.
Due to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access a data terminal with my override code to see who I am dealing with.
To see who we're dealing with. See, you liked Cyberpunk 2077 a lot, but that was really bad at launch, so many still have had bad image of it, thought the world is incredible. A lot of those kind of games do have decent worlds. Your sentences may not always be complete. Don't worry, mine won't be either, because I will get distracted mid-sentence.
The Inquisitor, the great serpent, shall eat his soul. I will flail you alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
I mean, different Inquisitor, but it's fine. Oh, it's Incubus.
I've witnessed certain developments. The conclusion is that there are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, but the sudden appearance of these Drukhari marauders presents incalculable risks.
Oh no, high-risk situation. It's target-rich environment. Oh, which direction are you taking the thumbnails now, Riss? You're gonna start being like me with thumbnails, where it's like, I feel like making something new. And then I have to rework all of my new thumbnails and all of my methods for making them. You write on a tablet and constantly hit one of the lower letters instead of the spacebar? I feel that one. I am bad at typing on phones, by the way. Acting Captain Lady Ragna von Winter. Sergeant Caius Thorne is the Executive Officer. Science Officers Magos Biologist Metrodora Thelema. Engineers Artificer Omnicron Arc.
Uploading data canisters. The ship is listed as the fiefdom of the Van Winter House, a rogue trader clan whose warrant of trade is currently under re-evaluation. Marked as a confiscated vessel serving the Holy Ordos. Current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Astartes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest.
Let's see. Thankfully, still the minimalist design. Just changed the font. Playthrough being itty-bitty was bugging you. Ah. What, you don't want itty-bitty playthroughs? Of itty-bitty games? Oh, yeah. Keyboard, I can do about 100 and some odd words per minute. Anything else, it's like I am lucky to hunt and peck. Which is kind of sad. You'd think I'd be more tech-savvy, but frankly, my dear, I don't like using phones. I don't like using tablets. I use the laptop sometimes, but that's just because it's easier to use whenever I'm not hunched over a desk. I have to say, single shot with that actually does some decent damage. I am kind of surprised. But yeah, typing on keyboard and stuff like that just feels more natural to me. Tactile feedback, you have the little bump where the J and F are. It works for me. I can blind type. Whereas on anything else, you don't have that tactile feedback, so you don't really have a good way to blind type, so you have to sit there looking at the letters and crap. Someone's looking for a nice puzzly game for just an in-between. Tower Tactics Advanced, I've heard of that. That and, I think it's like Liberation Tactics or something like that, where Wander was playing those a lot. Hey, JS, how's it going? Oh, you've got the emojis. Someone's finally using the emojis. The Diablo. Oh, I need to make more of those. I just need to find time and energy, which are things that are in short supply in the modern world.
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor. We must alert the others.
You must alert the others. What about mines? Hi, friend.
Wait. You can decipher the blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos. State your identification tag.
Artificer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning. Priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis.
Watch the blood, and I'm glad you're enjoying the emoji. I'm doing okay.
Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators.
But were you watching the blood while we were in that cutscene? Hmm? We were rocking like we were on a boat, and it was just kind of going into the ground. But yeah, I learned keyboard typing at school as well. But I think they do still learn that at school these days. Like, public school at least. I'm not positive, but I think they do. But yeah, I forget what other emojis I have uploaded. I need to make a few. Make it more worthwhile to actually be a channel member and be able to use the emojis. I wish they'd let you use them in, like, comments and stuff like that as well, but I don't think they do, just in live chat. Because I think it would be great to just have those be available site-wide if you were somebody's channel member.
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drakari scam?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos.
Another Inquisitor? What the? Never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorne, Sergeant of the Storm Watcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later.
So we get to purge things with Caius Thorne, who currently has his arms kind of missing.
I swear on the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation... I see you use some unconventional methods, but as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors on the part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
Let's see. You said, let's see, I first had a computer keyboarding class in 7th grade, which was around 2003. You believe you had some sort of computer-focused class every year throughout high school. That's actually a lot later. I'm much older than you, I'm sorry. I am geezery. I'm an old man. But we had keyboard classes. I think the earliest one, we actually did proper, like, specifically whole class doing typing at the same time, would have been 5th grade for me. But then we ended up, but before that, we also had computers in the classes whenever I was in like 3rd and 4th grade. You gonna post them over on Discord? Awesome. I will take a look at them after the stream. I mean, I could look at them right now, but you guys would probably have a strobe light of the game, because when I Alt-Tab, I'm gonna do it real quick. Be prepared. It does that. It does that flickery shit. So I'm trying not to Alt-Tab at all, otherwise it just like ruins life for everything.
Thorne, what is happening down there?
Glorious carnage. Progress is being made, Captain. We are shedding Xenos blood for the
Yeah.
Emperor, after all.
Jeez.
We? The tech priest said something about some other Inquisitor.
Yes.
I sadly
We
graduated
do
years
have
before you were
Come on.
keyboarding.
We're
This
taking
makes me
the
feel
scenic
old.
route to the bridge.
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima.
Oh, it's one big guy who just deserves to die. Nice. Crashy Kazakhstan.
You fought well for a monkey. Almost too well for my tastes. We'll meet soon, and pry the grand secret from your screaming flesh vessel.
Glorious victory. We showed them the error of their ways with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first.
I'm closer to Matt and Sim's ages, for those of you that are curious. Like I said, I'm a geese. Oh, it's an Escalon chat. Oh, no, let me in, let me in. It won't let me actually grab that, so we gotta quit. I don't know how to open those chests. I'm assuming it's a key I get for doing, like, end-game content or some crap like that. We'll find out eventually. I oddly enough get along with people from, like, almost any generation. It's just... I get along with people who have more open minds rather than closed. So we'll claim the rewards. We got Relic Signum, Purity Spirit, some rewards. What? Can we go into the storage? Can't start a new mission while you're pending rewards. Groovy. I don't want to start a new mission. I want to get into storage. I guess we have to talk to you first. Fine.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful for your assistance.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain. My presence here is purely the consequence of a chain of unpredictable events.
You must be aware that this ship is under Inquisitorial command.
And yes, she is
I'm here to assume Inquisitor.
the lady from MechWarrior
Our
5.
commanding Inquisitor is on the martyr. I don't even know what the protocol is in such cases.
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find the martyr. What was the Inquisitor investigating there exactly?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to find out. We were inspecting the martyr and some kind of unique creature imprisoned there when all hell broke loose, and the martyr jumped into the warp.
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautiously optimistic. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel, though, which might help us locate the martyr.
That is great news. I suppose that must be what the tech priest is so eager to discuss with you.
Okay. So now can we interact with our storage yet? No, we've got to interact with all of these.
I'm honored to meet you, Marcos. I've already talked to your fellow tech priest. Are you conducting your research together?
Not really. The tech priest is more focused on the ways of the machine. I, on the other hand, am a high-ranking geneticist of the machine god, with an extraordinary skill set that I feel is somewhat wasted on this ship.
If that altercation with the Drakari was any indication, you must have had a fair chance to study Xenos organisms.
Indeed. Also, with the amount of combat this retinue has been involved in, I have had ample opportunities to hone my skills in the art of inoculators.
Are you offering genetic augmentations and rejuvenation rites?
That is correct. Talk to me if you need me. My blessed scalpels are always at hand.
My blessed scalpels. Lovely. A knockback 40k time, and you wonder, is that an up or a downgrade for the MechWarrior 5 to this? I'd rather be in the MechWarrior universe than this universe. Warhammer is brutal.
It was an honor to fight by your side, Inquisitor.
Your performance was remarkable, Sergeant, as one would expect from an Astartes. I'm baffled, though, that I do not know anything about your mysterious Stormwatcher chapter at all.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows. But rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what exactly?
Fighting and dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. What else?
Ah, so he's PvP and multiplayer. But yeah, times around the sun matters less than open-mindedness and sharing common interests. Exactly.
Inquisitor, I stretched my mind deep into the warp and connected with my own kind. I can sense the worlds beyond and the cryptic messages flickering through the darkness, all meant for you.
So, Astropath. Okay, so claim story reward. Cool. Ending reward. Got some kind of loot box or something like that. I guess unspent skill points. Okay. So, more offense, or do we want to go a little bit... No, we're going to go more offense. We can always summon more. More range damage, of course. Mailbox, nothing. Crafting. Commendations. How do I go to storage? Yeah, the town interface in this is... I'm calling this the town interface. But this interface in it is, frankly... not impressive. Yeah, Battletech is dystopian, but Warhammer 40k is dystopia cranked to 11. Yes. I wouldn't want to live in it, but it's fun to play in.
Subsector-wide scouring rights completed. The immaterial burst transmitter you placed on the martyr has started sending signals through the Empyrean subconducts.
We have the location of the martyr then.
Correct. The void ship appeared from the warp in the Atroxia subsector. It is currently docking at Port Valentinus in the Draco system. Star map has been updated with the coordinates.
We have no time to lose then.
Here you can break down your unwanted items in your inventory to gain resources from them. The more unique the item is, the more valuable materials. Okay. Using these quick salvage options, you can salvage all of your items of a specific rarity. Okay. And this shows the predicted chance of materials you can gain by salvaging them. You can see all the actual materials harvested by salvaging items, and here you can find the material resources that can be used to craft new items. You gain materials by salvaging. Okay, so we just chop everything up. Okay. So we have stuff. Inventory. Can I sort? Okay, so you are common loot box. We got junk from it. That looks like it's going to be better. Security seal looks like it's going to be better as well. Are you going to be better than what we got? Yes, probably. Damage bonus. So that's just damage bonus. That doesn't help our constructs any, but I will go with it nonetheless. Okay, so those blueprints are pretty solid. That's going to be probably better than... Oh, melee damage bonus. We don't do melee. Experience gained, though, is nice. So I guess we just salvage the rest of this stuff? Sure. Battletech is dystopia. You would... Yeah, Battletech, you could be a civilian and not be completely destroyed every 5 minutes. Yes, fights do happen, and yes, cities get destroyed, but... you're not completely destroyed by that. Okay. So how do we get down here? So it's that. Crafting bases. Here you can craft new items from the blueprints you've learned so far. You can select which type of blueprint you want. Okay. So personal teleporter, 3 to 5 random enchantments. I'm guessing the personal teleporter is the thing that gives us the skills. They use constructs to aid them in battle. Each tech adept equips with an arc rifle, radium, carbine, omnissiah axe, etc. has different types, blah, blah, blah. Summoning skill slots. Summoning skill priority. You can set the priority of summoning skills. Okay. Here you can read the information on selected construct. Each construct has unique stats. And their weapons. Okay. So can we have more than one? The las gun and met gun. Okay. Unlocks at level 9 and 13. This one delivers long-range single target attacks, delivers long-range single target attacks. So I guess we'll go with las gun on it. I think that's going to be, yeah, higher damage. And that is costing whatever that resource is. We have a bunch of them, though. Oh, we can't take it any higher. Okay. I probably should have sat there and actually read the stuff for that. Okay, so that's going to be as high as we can get that one. don't really care about that. Okay, so there's the constructs we can actually do with that. Okay, so you... See, we've got that level 10. So until level 10, we just have just stuff. Yeah, we don't need healing bonuses. We're going to stick with the main 2 there. But it looks like we've got others. Oh, God. We can summon a robot! Ah! Lethal damage is disabled for 20 seconds. This time can be reduced with attack speed. That one is a long-range weapons platform. This one is a melee platform. And then we have whatever the hell you are. Cool. I like that one, but we're not going to be able to get them until level 10, so it's going to be a while before we see those.
This mindless servitor grants access to the personal inquisitorial storage, where I will keep all the spoils of war I will find.
Okay, so that's the shared stash. I think that's... Okay, modify item. You can modify enhancements of your items if they have crafting capacity. You can reroll the values or even the whole enchant itself for a decent amount of credits and materials. You can change appearance and tech tree upgrades. Tech power increases the chance to successfully salvage. Okay, so we can actually upgrade things. Find items with sockets. Okay, it's not gonna be today that we find socketed items, by the way. Let's see. Increases the chance of successful salvage. Costs a bunch. This one doesn't cost as much. So yeah, we need to harvest those purple resources. And then we have a store here that we can buy stuff at. I think I might go melee for a while. Summon Sonic the Hedgehog for faster! Yeah, that... I do wonder if we'll get things that let us have more open slots and just like one kind of personal slot. Although we might just end up having to unequip everything if we want to go like all summons. So 46, 49, 54 is the highest so far. 51, so 54 is the highest damage. Let's go with that. But we will keep our weapon, our gun thing that we've been using for a while. But now we have melee attacks. This is just in case we don't like... Let's see, can we... I get it. Why is that not... I think I'm going to have to kill the game again, because we're stuck in this menu. Lovely. Sorry about the flashing. Having to kill the game again. Ah, lordy. Sorry about that. Oh, lordy. Ah, goodness gracious. What? In order to... I don't need to play it online. Oh, bugger off. One moment and I will... You're going to be looking at a blank screen for a second. Scenes. Let's go ahead and... I don't have a quick key for this. We're going to have to do it this way. Come on, you damn game. Just fuck off. I just was fighting with it, and I think it might actually just let me go. There we go. Stable game, perfectly stable. No, it was relatively unstable even without recording it, so I don't know. We're gonna go on to our next mission, though. We've fussed around in town just enough. I have it in my inventory if we need it. I don't think it got transferred to our storage. And I don't know why that keeps flashing at the bottom. When you travel through the Calgary sector, you will find special locations that spawn unique missions, trading options, and NPCs. After you've reached level 8, you should check back to the Merciful Agony in the Chernobog system to find numerous new options unlocked. You'll buy extra skills and attribute points or even new inocular components. These encounters or events appear when certain game conditions are met. Keep traveling and discover them yourself. Okay. Go on another mission. I mean, if it gets too bad later on, we might end up quitting the game, but I want to play through it. I want to experience the game. I want to enjoy the game. So we've got a cinematic of us just teleporting in. That's fine. Let's see.
Tech Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from these coordinates.
I need more information on this place.
Cursory data siphoning reveals that the deeds of Foundation bear the seal of Uther Tiberius.
This must have been one of his secret hideouts, designated to aid his pilgrimage through the Caligari sector. Did the martyr follow the ancient protocols?
Tagged as speculation. Suggestion. Revert to priority assignment.
Okay. So yeah, we still have that in our inventory, unfortunately, so we'll just deal with it. Our normal attack is like that. And we have just a big, slow slam with the arc trigger, which will work a little bit better for what we're doing. Merciful Agony is such an uplifting name for a ship. Yes, it really is. It's merciful. I mean, that's friendly.
Humans, no corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume this one is with the Harbinger too.
I am an Inquisitor of Holy Terror. Explain your presence here.
Tell me, human, do you speak the language of dream riddles and dead gods?
Enough of this babble. Answer my question.
I thought so, monkey. You wouldn't understand our purpose here. Not even if I wanted to answer your question. But I don't.
Okay, so we just get to kill him. Sweet. Well, they went down quick.
Interesting.
Hey, Mocha, how's it going?
Live on these star-faring craft worlds, or sail as corsairs.
These are proven facts.
My point is that these Eldar don't look like corsairs. So what are they doing here? And they are showing
I'm gonna change my weapon back to that.
more hostility towards the Imperium than usual.
Analysis shows that their tribal heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship databanks.
I must investigate these Xenos, but the Alpha Pariah is the priority.
X-loading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate. Access the surveillance system there. It could provide information on the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence.
Okay. So yeah, we're just looking for information on who we're fighting, and we're looking for information on potentially, like, where the martyr went. Waiting till the end of the shift as usual. Hopefully the shift hasn't been too bad. And drop you there, which will provide us a little bit of cover. Let's go ahead and back off. Let them do their thing. Okay, so, yeah. They're not too scary if we can get behind our little
Module
machines.
has flagged in important information. Supplement.
You are right, Tech Priest. How can I access the contents of this crystal?
Secondary analytical coils activated. Converting and X-loading data to your data slate now.
Pseudo-neural translation protocol on the provided material executed. Raw transcription. Loriak still sings in my dreamless dreams about lost hopes and fallen heroes. And the empire of corpses of soulless ones are rejoicing in destruction and betrayal of selfish rage. Tuathal must heal, even if we fall. The exarchs of the corpse must perish first, gone one to go. Conclusion. Loriark is a reference to an Eldari maiden world destroyed by the Exterminatus. The records of the archives are inconclusive, as the Inquisition formally never ordered the Exterminatus. According to a complaint, by the Inquisitor Theodon Mercer. I wonder if that's any relation to Matt Mercer. Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos, the Calgary Conclave had an informal alliance with the Tuathal of the direct aggression against these Xenos would be counterproductive. Okay.
Tech Priest,
Nice.
did you monitor any Vox activity recently on behalf of the Inquisitor stranded on the Martyr?
Negative.
Then the chances of finding the Inquisitor are reaching suboptimal levels.
So I take it the Inquisitor died on there. Basically took the slot from them. Okay, so we can't actually get through there. Even though it shows it as open on the map. What am I... No, don't tell me about things. I don't care.
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystal.
A summary will suffice.
Tuathal is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari sector. This Eldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos infection that is gradually turning it inhabitable. The Tuathal Eldari have been slowly abandoning the infected craft world, relocating to the maiden worlds in the sector. This is what I have for now.
Keep me updated.
Do we not have like a second weapon slot? For some reason I was just thinking of that. We do! There we go. I don't think I can actually equip that, can I? Yeah, we have that for our constructs. Okay. How do I swap weapons out here, though? Okay, so it's right direction. Okay. So far, quite normal. Think luckily not many crazies. Yeah, always good when you don't have a bunch of crazies.
History of Maiden World Loriarch.
Proceed, Margos.
Most of the information is classified, but it seems that after the recent Tyranid High Fleet was destroyed in the subsector, a substantial number of the surviving Xenox attacked the Tuathal Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biomass.
Interesting. But I have a situation here, Margos. We will resume shortly.
We have a situation? What's our situation? We're just looping around hoping for the best. Hey, back off. Let them tank. Yeah, we can alter them. We did some upgrades on the turret. We switched it over to a laser turret. Just because lasers! Kind of on a theme this week. More lasers, more better. But unfortunately, we're not high enough level to get anything like really cool or switch out our machines for better machines.
Borrowed time, Eldari, but not for long.
Found the perfect skin of V while watching. Cool. V for Vendetta.
A regrettable loss.
Remember the... I forget, something November. I forget the actual date of November. The irony! Oh no, the
The contents of the memory crystal suggest an explanation for the hatred of the craft world Eldar.
There is no acceptable
fifth.
explanation for turning against the Imperium. But carry on.
The Tuatha Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Soul Forge world intercepted the message. The Adeptus Mechanicus decided to purge the Tyranid threat in their own jurisdiction and ordered a full-scale exterminatus on the Eldari world.
Logical. The results of biomass denial override the sanctity of a Xenos world.
Loriach has become a barren wasteland, devoid of all life. These Eldari on their dying craft world lost their last hope of escape from their demise. They blame the Imperium for their fate.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that it doesn't let you, like, really engage with the system early on. I could see a lot of people being turned off of it pretty quick. And yes, gunpowder, treason, and plot.
The tech priest is skimming through the personal logs in the tech priest.
You know no
data
reason
from the
why
facility.
gunpowder treason should ever be
Suggested records are
forgot.
suitable for proper analysis.
We actually have
We've
another
highlighted a
date
few
that should be
curious details,
remembered and that you
such
should
as
be
post-communication
beware
of
that you should be
Uther
aware
Tiberius.
of.
The place
coming
was
this month.
investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition.
The Ides
After a
of
fatal
March
Chaos incursion, it was
are soon.
abandoned on the order of the Caligari Conclave.
Which means that the Eldar didn't attack the station.
No, they
The Harbinger is still in the human shrine. I need to return there immediately.
The spirit stones of our brothers and sisters are empty husks. How is this even possible?
The Harlequin warned us, and foolishly we ignored her words. I will deal with the Harbinger. You stand guard here. We have a new intruder.
It's actually been a while since I watched that movie. I should probably go back and watch it again. I have it on DVD.
Access the terminal to open surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
I mean, that was not a very, like, eventful boss fight. It felt a little underwhelming. Oh, that's another one of those casks that we cannot open.
I've located the Alpha Pariah. She's on Shrine Level Alpha 4. I need to return to the ship. Then I will find her. Blessed be the power that suffuses the ancient machinery in this fortress.
Mission complete. And we got to level up. So maybe we can unlock more stuff? Highly doubt it. Oh yeah, we can. We're actually level 9. Sweet. Okay. New notifications. We've got unspent skill points. We got 1. So more ranged damage. Cataphren destroyers. I'm actually not sure. What's the one? Okay, we got Soleil Combustor, Bolt Gun, and I think it's, yeah, that to change construct. We don't get that until 10. We don't get the Destroyer until level 20. Nah. You actually do have access to delivers long-range single-target attacks and burst attacks. I think I want the auto guns on them, but this is going to be higher damage. Then we have the modules, which is force field module and a fencer module. I'm going to go for force field module on the little guys that follow me. I'm going to go with a fencer module on the little dudes that shoot for me. There you go. So we have Offensor and not Offensor. And I think we are going to unequip. Go ahead and let go of that. How do I get over to the stuff that's equipped? Okay, so unequip that. We will keep actually this equipped. If I can get to it. We'll equip another one when we get a chance. Frag grenades instead of the mines? I think I prefer them over the mines. Simply because they're just throw them and explode. One crazy just left. Oh no! The insanity. Okay, and plasma caliber, that's going to be higher damage. I prefer the ammo one though, unfortunately. But I do like having more damage. And now we have a shield again. Salvage everything. Okay. We could do some crafting as well. But now that we have that set up, let's see. Shield drain, or do we go for heat damage bonus? Since we're all ranged on them, we just have to. Hopefully they're not too nutty. Yeah, Riss is here. Oh, they were here. Let's see. In we go. I think we'll do one more mission. And then call it a day for now. And I'll probably look some stuff up on the game, maybe. Actually, no, let's not. Let's not spoil ourselves on the game. Let's play through blind like we are. It's more fun. I know I'm being suboptimal by doing that. I should look up builds, focus towards them heavy, and just go hardcore, but I want to have fun. If we hit a wall, I'll do that.
Inquisitor, the Argos are detecting significant hostile forces on this level. Are you absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
This is the most optimal decision. Based on the facts I have gathered on the Alpha Pariah so far, she would be a valuable asset to the Imperium.
Okay, so we go in alone. Messing with thumbnails and readying up for Solstice. I don't know if I actually have Solstice or not. I should double check. Sadly, I applied for a copy of Phantom Brigade, which we would be playing today if I would have gotten it. Regardless of the vote, unfortunately. But they did not send me a key for it, so tough a luck. Oh, why can't I? There you go. Yay, kill streak. I'm not sure how we wouldn't get a kill streak. Let's go ahead and grab that. Mess away. Doing thumbnails is a lot more complicated than people give it credit for, by the way.
I have noticed a sudden swarm of cherubim. What is happening, Margos?
By restoring the power grid, you have activated the local cherub shrine.
Are these cherubim performing surveillance on this level?
This is their standard behavior pattern after an extended hibernation cycle. If I may give you some advice, you can access the information gathered at the cherubim shrine.
Yes. Surveillance data is the prerequisite to tactical planning.
They pronunciate things very oddly. And yes, I intentionally said it that way. It just feels like very weird how they pronounce things. You have no idea how to make a good build in this game. You've managed to, by accident, make a melee assassin who gains shield on hit and attacks so fast she's never without a shield. Oh, that would be fun. She's immortal unless a boss one-shots her. I've had a few builds like that. In Diablo 2, that was what my charge gen was. He had Ethereal Breath of the Dying. The old one had a freaking Cruel Thundermaul, but still. We've just been turning them into Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein would be proud. Even after the devastating invasion of the Tyranid High Fleet Garm, actually it's Garm, it's got the at the beginning, Forge World Thule is still standing strong due to the dauntless legions of Adeptus Mechanicus protecting this colossal heart of industry. The massive manufactorums are relentlessly churning out weaponry and machine parts to supply the sector with the gifts of the omnissiah, as the tech priests are prone to preach around here. Gathering information on the Fabricator General in this center of power is bordering on the impossible. Virtax is considered a competent, logical, and devoted leader, ruling the Forge world with iron fist. By all accounts, he is a respected member of the cult Mechanicus, although even his most devoted followers admit that he has his own agenda and he is willing to dedicate long decades to see his plans come to fruition. I suggest that the Conclave should keep him under strict observation in the future. The most disturbing realization during my investigation is the strong influence the Xenorites seem to have on over our Forge world Thule. The Puritans and the Conclave have harbored significant reservations regarding the cult Mechanicus faction for a very long time, due to the Xenorite dedication to heretical Xenos technology, and my findings only reinforced our prevailing uncertainty. Elgari Conclave Archives, copies also rendered for the inspection of the Department of Morality. For the Department of Morality. I know people who would like one of those to exist, and it makes me slightly disappointed. Can we kill that? No. Let's go ahead and drop. There we go. Let's see, what are you? Shrine of Escalation. Oh! Rare battle. Okay, was that everything? I'm guessing that was part of the season thing. Hey, we got a door. Actually, almost another level too, which is a nice to see. Oh, we got things inside of a barrier.
Reached the main cherub mainframe, Inquisitor.
Accessing the cherub picked feed repository is the next logical.
I'm not sure whether I should be sticking with the heavier beam guys like we've got right now, or whether I should be going... let's go with grenades. And he did.
Teleport beacon in range.
Can I summon them, or no? Fine, I will read the thing.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads, where oblivion looms close.
The one who sees his own doom can better avoid its path.
Spare me. She is dangerous. If we choose poorly, not even the Whispering God can save us.
She is magnificent, isn't she? Like the death of a son.
Her sheer existence fills me with revulsion. But still, she's just a monkey, and a weapon waiting to be used.
Quite the contrary. She has finally taken the stage. Everything will unfold from here.
Then we should play our parts too. Warriors, proceed!
Are they going to get nuked? Yup.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads.
Yep, they got nuked.
Analysis. The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psyker Index.
What a tantalizing glimpse into the true potential of the Tiberius research. I must secure her immediately. Activation sounds initialized.
Okay, so we've got to go find the Alpha subject. Eventually we'll get there. Well, I have to say, it is a bit of a somewhat repetitive area at this point. We got an inoculator, though. Definitely some loud music for a moment. I am slightly curious what keeps locking those down. Because that is definitely impeding me ever so
Inquisitor
slightly.
Kraybart, speaking on behalf of the Ordo Hereticus of the Holy Inquisition. We have received your code-red astropathic transmission, and our fleet is calculating arrival vector as we speak. Prepare to join our forces shortly.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control over her abilities, and she will react to danger fiercely. And the Ordo Hereticus are not famous for their patience.
Wasn't that guy like off-brand Victor Vran? He looked like off-brand Victor Vran to me, and I don't know why.
Are you trying to flee the mayhem of your own doing?
I am nothing but an observer of the unfolding tragedy.
Stop speaking in riddles. What tragedy?
The Harbinger was brought into existence for a reason. She is either the fall or the last hope of your misguided kind.
Is she now? Tell me everything about the Alpha Pariah, or I will kill you.
You have no sense of timing, human. We will meet again at a more suitable place and time.
What in the name of the Emperor was that creature?
A Harlequin. A member of an extremely militant and highly cultured subgroup within the Eldari race that doesn't belong to any faction.
Okay, so long-haired lady is an alien. Their only alien trait is long-ass hair off the top of their head. Gotcha. Turret's like, nah, you guys don't exist anymore. That's just so easy to deal with them. Okay, we go right, I think. Because we're going after that beacon over there. I'm not really going to go out of my way to deal with most of the nonsense here unless it forces me to by walking me into the middle of the area.
The persistence of your kind, Monkey, almost makes you interesting.
I will not rest until I have secured the Imperial subject.
Why? She is unnatural. She is everything we both consider repugnant.
That is totally irrelevant to the situation.
Still, you don't need to be concerned about her. We will need her alive.
Yes, I actually did play classic Diablo 2. I played in the beta back in '99, which is in and of itself quite the experience. Okay, so they're all dead.
Crystal. It might contain new clues.
Pseudo-neural translation protocol on the provided material executed raw transcription. Okay. Alcia Moneth is the greatest among he saw the abyss. Okay. I need to do this again. Farsia Menrith is the greatest among us. He saw the abyss coming in the form of a Monkey girl. She saw our salvation by stealing the future of those who stole our future. The victories of the Farsia are great against the fallen monkey. Monkey! For some reason that chokes me up ever so slightly. And the servants of the beyond, yet my heart is heavy. Tuthal is fading while we spend our efforts on fickle dreams. The monkey deserves our wrath, but the stars, they are not right. Conclusion Alpha. The Eldar Warhost is led by the infamous Farseer. These Farseers act as augurs and seers for the Eldar race, although a somewhat advanced civilization sought to ostracize such superstitions. According to the Ordo Xenos records, the Farseer of Menrith led several successful campaigns in the past against Chaos cults and Tyranid-infested planets. So far, he has wisely evaded the wrath of the Imperium. Conclusion Beta. Since craft worlds are semi-organic megastructures serving as a habitat for the craft world Eldar, a major catastrophe occurring at a craft world could explain the sudden aggressiveness of the Xenos and their frustration about their exterminated planet. Thinking of playing a D2 Classic Ladder just for fun? It's a challenge, and there's also actually perks to doing it as well. Like, for example, you can get to Hell difficulty without ever having to do a Worldstone Keep nonsense, which is always kind of fun. And then you can actually go back and do all 3 Ancients in a row, or, like, progress towards your last level, which in and of itself is actually pretty handy. Oh, there she is. The mage girl. It's always the mage girl. Oh, there's still souls. They're just in Act 4 instead of randomly spawning whenever you are least expecting them. So, we need to speak with her. Hello, Alpha Pariah. How are you?
Stay away from me. Did you see what I did to those... Elder?
Yes. I have the picked records of the entire encounter for further analysis.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. I have been investigating the mysteries of Uther Tiberius. I'm here to take you to safety.
Uther Tiberius. What should I even call that man? My creator? My father? My nemesis?
I have insufficient information to answer your question at this time.
And what if I want to stay here? Will you kill me then?
Do you harbor any curiosity about your origins? Wouldn't you like to gain more information on your potential?
That's all I've ever wanted. But you didn't answer my question.
It was a foolish question. I can provide protection and a relatively comfortable existence for you. Rejecting my offer would be illogical.
I'll go with you. I don't feel I have any choice, anyway.
We now have Witch Girl. As we surround her in skulls and teleport her away. That is the perfect way to make someone feel comfortable. Surround them in a bunch of skulls with light beams shooting out of them, and then whisk them away through magical teleportation magic that sends them across a huge gap of space.
Relieved to know that I have completed my mission without your assistance.
We expected no less of you. However, I demand that you cease your involvement in this matter and place the martyr and that Alpha Pariah into Ordo Hereticus custody.
I am a seeker of knowledge myself, and I shall be involved in the ongoing investigation.
Other Tiberius was a heretic. The martyr has clearly been a hotbed of heretical activity. This is Ordo Hereticus jurisdiction, and we will purge every last hole of that accursed ship.
The decks are swarming with daemons. Are you prepared to start a jurisdictional dispute with the Ordo Malleus as well?
I don't like your tone, Inquisitor. Not one bit.
We could make a compromise. I can give up the investigation on the martyr, but the Alpha subject is the most intriguing asset for the Imperium we've had. I must study her abilities.
I usually don't compromise, but considering your stellar achievements in the fight against heresy, I am willing to make an exception.
I sense a but coming.
But we might need your help as well. A sudden outbreak of potentially chaos-related infestation on Cascadia Prime requires attention. We need our forces on the Martyr. If you are willing to investigate the infestation, you can take the Alpha subject with you. The Martyr cannot leave this system, though.
I can accept that compromise.
Groovy. Okay, 20% movement speed when protected suppression, extra component slot for new inoculators, unlocked a new construct, and 2 passive skill points. We also unlocked a few other things. Another passive thing, Technomancer Girdle, a new perk, and a construct module, Tarantula Flamer Pattern. Cool. So it can cause them to shoot fire. Oh, that's... Oh, Tarantula is... that. I think I might prefer the foyer. And we can upgrade that. There we go. Now we have level 11. Oh, I was upgrading the wrong one. No. Well, we wasted resources on that. Now we have a Tarantula Flamer. And this one, we have the laser gun in that. But we also have another thing that we can actually swap out here. Let's go ahead and change that construct. And that gives me a vivisector for whenever I don't have anything equipped. I can actually swap over to that and summon them, but I think it unsummons if I swap back to this. So we have to be a little bit cautious about how we kind of do those. As far as the last one on that, I will go with a laser gun one. We have flamer there, laser gun there. Although we could just go all turret. All turret, all the time. That is actually slightly tempting. Just go with like 2 different types of turrets. Wrong upgrade is criminal. I mean, yeah, sadly. So these have melee attacks. I think this is just going to be better. A bonus for the construct against burning enemies. It is literally a flamer, so I guess we'll be taking that. Because it's going to set things on fire and get bonus damage. We'll go with offensive modulator on you. And we will go with melee damage bonus. Sure, why not? Turrets are a ton of fun. I am liking the turrets. The spider ones are just handy because they'll keep following me. That's my main reason for enjoying them. But let's go ahead and look at our passives before we wander off too much. Oh, we got construct abilities. Let's see. Attack speed for all construct skills. Cooldown reduction with summoning skills and reduction. Oh, ooh. Attack speed for all construct skills. Movement speed for constructs. Heavy battle servitor. Air assault skill for Scioli vivisectors. Cool. And data flux when constructs kill enemies, more for tougher enemies. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go with more attack speed. Get those kind of knocked out. I don't see one for our ranged boys. Causes flee on the flamer, though. Because they seem to do splash damage when you drop them on mobs. Yes. They are definitely doing damage when they land on mobs. We have not gotten any more attribute points. It's kind of sad. Let's see. Grenade and mine skills cost 20 data flux instead of charges, and supply crates fully restore data flux. I think we might go with that. Because it using a regenerating resource is a little bit better than having to find them on maps. We're not really getting much use out of the other skills. Let's talk to Alpha Pariah.
Inquisitor, you promised me answers. Then you put me in another prison cell.
You are free to wander the vessel.
Right, so I'm allowed to leave this ship, where everyone is horrified or disgusted by me for reasons I don't even understand.
You are the subject of a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, and you must be kept under constant surveillance.
So a prisoner. What have I done to deserve such fate?
You have done nothing wrong, yet. However, Tiberius abandoned you before you could perfect and expand your talents. Therefore, you pose a potential threat.
I don't know anything about that. I just have this energy inside me, squeezing, stretching, sometimes snapping, and then bad things happen. Like when the martyr arrived at that fort.
What happened?
I was in a haze. I remember that the talking flesh servants on the walls were screaming at me to hide, but I couldn't. And those elder came for me. Then I woke up properly and made them hurt.
We will study your abilities properly. I will make sure that you only use them when it is necessary.
Okay, so we got a little bit of information on that. But I think next time we'll actually do some more missions. We'll proceed a little bit further. I might mix this up with some other games, like Torchlight was second place, like really close, so we might mix it up between the two, possibly. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream. It's been over 2 hours. It's actually closer to 2.5. So I'm going to just head out and do my stretches, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.